And going daily login pack. This one, there we go. Nice. Got the stuff. Animation pack. What is this? Rare or higher assassinations. That's kind of cringe. At 8,000 points. Let's open a pack. Whoa. Oh, wow. Speed Boost 2 certification. It was a weird system. Did you see that? It didn't take away my points. I opened this. There you go. It says I have insufficient points, but it didn't actually take away my 5,000 points. Can actually sell a bunch of these. They'll have different values. No, I have no packs, but customization. I tried to get one of everything. Never got a Prophet's Bane, though. They're bringing back a system similar to this, though. I mean, not that's wrong. They're not bringing back a system similar to this, but they are bringing back like these variants. Take that back. I like how if you get a certification for everything, it's just like as if you were starting out, opening some fresh packs. You're just getting everything equally. But now that I have the certifications, it's like I'm more likely to get those things. Whatever. This is where we are before the storm. Why did my laptop not turn on? Come on. Skulls found 0 out of 0. Mission intel 5 out of 5. Have I gotten all the... Capture the flag, strongholds. Find and claim all skulls. 38%. I'm missing some.
There goes the constructor.
When it activates the Guardian, we hit Sanaya. Let's report into Palmer.
Oh, man. This feels so weird. I've just been playing... I know why it feels weird. I've been playing Halo Infinite recently. I was just playing right before this. Get a few warm-up games. They got the new 10 Rye event going on. The Fractures 10 Rye. And, well, I can't say that I am enjoying that event. The fact that you can only unlock so much per week is kind of annoying. So hopefully they'll change that, because right now they only have it scheduled for 3 weeks, but people are saying you can only get like 7 levels this week, which is somewhat of a problem given that there's 30 levels. 7 times 3 is only 21. So that's kind of weird. Let's see, twitch.tv/ and then we open up mod view. There we go. So we'll see how that goes.
Spartans, the constructor seems to be working as planned, but it would take some time.
But anyways.
Palmer was looking for you.
Yeah, Palmer was looking for me. You're not supposed to be talking to me. I mean, you're not likely to talk to me.
Report into Palmer.
But anyways, the difference is there's a higher FOV. That's what I'm like having so much trouble with. Because like everything, all the scaling feels off because it's zoomed in. I got used to playing on a 120 instead of a 60. Or maybe this is 80. There's...
Everything is prepared. We will begin when the constructor is ready.
Halsey said the calibration could take days.
Then we will begin without it. I have waited too long to let this opportunity pass.
See, they redesigned the Arbiter. People are happy about it. See, I think it's fine that this guy got the squished face. This guy should have a long face, and then Arbiter should always have had a long face.
Commander, mission complete. Dr. Halsey has the constructor.
Good work, Osiris. Once Halsey has the constructor sorted, Arbiter's people can move on Sinion, and I'll get her off-world.
What you doing on that pad there?
Eyes to the truth, or close them forever. The plan is sound.
Intel. I already have it all though.
Osiris, come look at this. I'm
What?
using this structure to upload the recording from Meridian into the constructor. Make sure you're ready to go when I give the signal.
I wonder if she just respects me because I'm Oni. Me being Locke, of course.
Standing by, Doctor.
Get comfortable. It could be hours. I take it back. It's headed for Sunion. It's moving towards the Guardian.
Arbiter, it's time.
Today the Covenant will fall. San Helios will be free.
Mm.
You know what I did to create the Spartans, all in the name of the greater good.
Doctor, we don't have time.
Cortana is built from a matrix of my own mind. The domain gives her incredible power.
I understand.
Spartan Lock! Stop her! But please, bring John home to me.
Actual care from Dr. Halsey? It's a rare sight. Y'all are the first to see it. Not really, but you can pretend. Feel good.
Osiris. go on. Everyone ready?
Actually, Tanaka, if I could ask a favor. Just say a word or two.
Come a long way together. Long way yet to go. Let's make a good jump like we mean to. And handle fools like we need to.
Her eyes are shaking.
To insertion point.
And may buck by the first round when we get back.
We get through this, I'll buy the whole damn bar.
What do you guys think? Predictions? Is Buck gonna buy the bar? Think we're making it through?
Fire team Osiris. The light is green.
Lords of San Helios. With me, target the air defenses. Clear landing zone. For San Helios!
I want his energy sword.
There's the first of the air defenses. Push forward. Take it out.
The Prophet's Bane looks so cool. There's no lunge on the melee? Look at that.
Disable the air defenses.
Oh, I
Target
want it.
The cannon itself or the power supply. Spartans, the Guardian is at the far end of the city. There are more anti-air emplacements in that direction.
Damn, look how built he is.
We go.
Good luck to you, Spartan.
And to you, Arbiter.
He used to be like lanky as fuck. Homie's been working out. Fucking built. Look at their hands though. One. Oh, I thought I saw 3 knuckles. Alright. Look at that fucking arm though. It's as big as my character's head. Homie's built. Oh. Yeah, that's right.
Lords of San Helios, today Sinion will fall, and with it, the Covenant. To me, brothers.
All right.
Look at that.
There's ground to cover between
Oh.
here and the Guardian. Move out.
Where are we going? We're going through the door, I think.
Hostiles coming through the door.
How do we know if Dr. Halsey's plan worked and the constructor did its job?
Guardian will start moving. Just need to be close enough to jump on board when it does.
Swords of San Helios, all ships report
Visual on anti-air emplacement. Shut it down. Give the swords of St. Helios some airspace. The Arbiter's fleet is arriving. Bring down the air defenses so they stand a chance.
I actually feel slower. Oh, she's just straight up dead. Alright. Halo Infinite, you know, everybody was like, oh, you're so much slower than Halo 5. Now I'm playing it again. I feel slower than when I'm playing Halo Infinite. Grab one of these, because I like the carbine. Bonk, bonk. Is that... They said they had visual on an anti-air? I don't see one. Is it back there? Oh yeah, it's back there. So we gotta trace the cables. There we go. Some of them have multiple.
Power core destroyed. Spartan locked the swords of St. Helios. Air defenses down on my position. Confirm, Spartan. Sending air support. Keep moving. There's plenty more to do. Covenant insertion pod.
This is one of my favorite missions in this game. I think it's so cool to be on St. Helios. And they're using a bunch of pre-Covenant St. Heli ships. Using a bunch of old like scavenged technology. It's really cool to see like different designs. They were like old concept designs, and they brought them back and then gave them a place in the lore.
Get them offline.
It's cool to see.
Cannon destroyed.
Alright.
Swords of St. Helios. Another cannon down on my position.
Affirmative, Spartan. All ships, the Spartans have opened more airspace. Move in and make your presence felt.
I think this is a map of the planet. It's got a little moon.
Reinforcements at the door.
Looks like it's pretty heavily covered in water. At least that's what I meant. Or, yeah, this empty space, because this is like a topographic map. I don't know normally how water looks on a topographic map. There we go. I imagine this empty space here where there's nothing is where the water is. I got a bunch of oceans. Not dissimilar from our own planet. Give the honor of a warrior's death, huh?
Think the constructor found its way through this chaos?
If it didn't, somebody better come up with another solution real quick.
Dr. Halsey said the plan would work. I trust her. 3 cannons here. Take them down quick. Our ride's going to leave without us. 1 cannon down. 2 more to go.
I got it? Oh, look at that. Homie fucking jumped. Like a 10, 15-inch or 15-foot vertical. Homie's got hops. Run away! It's over! Hello?
Second cannon down. Only one left. Take the cannons offline. Find their power source or target the cannons themselves.
Damn it.
Where's the power source for this last cannon?
That building, top floor. Last power source is behind that shield. How do we get in there?
Over here. Bad. How interesting.
What is your status clearing the turrets?
Stand by. We're on it.
It's like a little prayer circle. I've never seen that because I've always had that elite. You know, like I kill him and it alerts the other guys.
Last cannon destroyed. Good work, Spartans.
They always just run up.
Cannons offline on our.
I've never seen that before.
Troops will arrive and secure your position. Move on towards the Guardian. You must reach the Master Chief in time.
Copy that, Arbiter.
Friendly phantoms approaching.
Spartan lock. Come in.
Marquis. Hello again.
Air defenses still protect the skies between you and the Guardian. Too many for me to ferry you to your destination. You need another path. At your location, there is passage to Sanion's Undercity, which will allow direct access to the Guardian.
Thank you, Marquis. Osiris. Marquis said there's a way down. Find it. There's an elevator to the Undercity.
Took location.
Everybody on the elevator.
Better hurry up.
There, Spartans.
Arbiter. We're heading to the Undercity. I want to warn you. Before the Guardian jumps to slip space, it sets up a series of concussive blasts. If you move your ships out of the way in time, the Covenant will take the brunt of it.
Victory and honor do not grow from timid seeds, Spartanlock. Your harvest shall be grand. When you see the Chief again, tell him I send my greetings.
I will indeed, sir.
Look, I've never heard a Sangheili address a human like that.
I'll try not to let it go to my head.
So now we're in the Undercity. I think their architecture is really cool, like the discs. Got some new spirits. Look at all those engines on the back. Look at that. That's just floating. It's pretty neat.
Marquis says we'll get direct access to the Guardian from down here. But remember, we don't have the swords of Sanghelios to distract these troops.
Whatever gets us to the Guardian quickest.
And I don't know why he addressed Locke like that. I mean, Locke's really not that special, especially since, like, he tried to kill the Arbiter at some point. There you go. Yeah, yeah. Ah. Wants to go home. Too bad the homeworld of the Grunts has been glassed by the Covenant during the last Grunt Rebellion. That was so sad. There we go. Poor Grunts. Brought them to tears. What? Alright. Just a dead dude? No problem. I guess it's just a flank. There we go. You see that? She bumped me off the platform, trying to kill me. Yeah. Yeah, come here, buddy. Yeah. I don't want to die. The grunts have some of the funniest dialogue, and I guess they've specifically addressed that in. Come on, stop standing there. They've addressed that in Infinite. That the grunts are definitely one of the best parts of playing through the campaign, especially multiple times and getting all their dialogue. They always say that their armor is like locked up or whatever when they're down, but if the armor was really locked up, they wouldn't be able to rotate like that. So I don't know what their logic behind the down system is, but as far as I know, it's not coming back. I mean, unless it is, but I don't know. They shouldn't sacrifice health for a downing system, in my opinion. Oh, almost lost that. Hello. Yeah, get her. Oh, hello. I'm down. Alright. It's just so dumb. And I don't mean to just spend the whole game complaining about it, but holy fuck. It's just not good.
Guardian's still too far. Hurry. Watch your step, Osiris. It's still a long way down.
Direct access must have a different meaning on Sanghelios.
Come here. Buck. Before the grenades come. There we go. Woo! There and there. I forget the names of these ships. I wish I remembered. They're a type of cruiser. I mean, you can see the visual similarities that they have to the uh, I think CAS cruisers. I think that's the name that the Covenant use. I mean, you could see it, but they're like sleeker, slightly smaller. Uh, they're built to accommodate elites rather than all the races. You know.
The battle above. Armored, glowing.
Prometheus. We'll be ready, Arbiter.
The constructor must have done its work.
It means the Guardian will be awake soon. Double time, Osiris. Need assistance.
All right, there's three of you. Come on.
I'm up. Thanks.
Ah. There's that gun from Advanced Warfare that prints its own ammo. That'd be nice to have. Oh, yeah. Probably would have killed me on Legendary. to... Oh, they got ammo for me. Oh, there he goes. Over here. Don't let the heretics take Sunayan. I wonder who's in... I don't actually know who's in control of the Covenant right now. Like, we killed Jul and Dama. It's still referred to as Jul and Dama's Covenant. But I don't know who's in control. Maybe it's... I don't remember. Did we kill Gek? Might be Gek. I don't remember if he dies in Spartan Ops. If you saw the last stream, you remember how fun hunters are in this game. Someone get him. There you go. There you go. Ammo. Just a little bit. Oh, there goes Buck. Alright. Like I said, hunters are a pain in the ass.
Get your knocker back up now.
Ugh.
Here we go, man.
Yeah, alright.
System failed. System down.
Buck, 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 Buck. Come on. Okay. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. No.
Thanks, Spartan. Rally up. We just lost air.
Alright.
Down.
Gotta hurry. Can't have too much
Rip
longer to
Val.
go.
I hear some grunts. Elevator door.
Everybody on the elevator.
She'll respawn in the elevator, I think. He'll be fine.
Arbiter, this is Spartan Locke. Do you copy?
Spartan Locke. Near the Guardian. Killing everyone.
Arbiter,
There she is.
That's no good.
we should be close to the Guardian by now.
If we can help Arbiter,
We do, but not at the risk of missing the Guardian. Reaching Master Chief is more important.
Hmm.
Looks like we just missed all the fun.
Some wraiths. Couple of banshees. As you might have heard, this is the it's one of the larger cities on Sanghelios, I believe. And as you might have heard, it's the last Covenant stronghold. There we go. That's one of the ships that I've been looking for. Look at that design. I forget what that was supposed to be, but they've turned it into like a small little warship. I forget what the concept was originally designed for, but like look at these. You can clearly see how their designs influence the Covenant designs overall. And then there's that big one back there. Ugh. Okay, we're gonna drop this now.
Haven't come this far to let the Guardians slip away now. Hurry, Spartans!
How crazy that the Guardian uh
Coming down. Move.
is built.
It's going to...
Oh. They built this city
Right. Go right.
right next to a Guardian location.
Did you see that?
Crawler.
Man, they're like, ripping that poor grunt apart. That poor guy.
There's another one.
The clock's ticking.
I mean, I killed him anyways, right? But doesn't mean I don't feel bad. Doesn't the Guardian sound
They can't
cool as hell?
clear a back. Get on board the Guardian before it leaves.
Oh, hold on, let me ban this. I didn't even realize that. Ban. Alright.
Keep pushing, Osiris. We're almost to the Guardian.
Ah, shit. You know what I forgot to do? Forgot to post my stream up there. Look how big that dude was. Stream thing on Snapchat. Ugh. Come on.
It's okay, Locke.
Thanks, Spartan.
Yeah, I got you. There you go.
Third blast.
Guardian's gonna leave any minute now.
All that matters is the Guardian hasn't left yet. There's still time.
Running out of ammo. Running on empty. Shit. That might be dead. No? Alright. I'll be having that. Rightio.
How the hell is that thing here? We killed it.
We don't have time to discuss it. Take him out, Osiris.
There he is again. Our favorite guy. Whoa, bucko. Vale, you're right there. Come on. Come on. Vale, why do I even have to fucking tell you to do it? Why am I not already being revived? Ooh. Yeah, so if you missed it last time, the Warden Eternal has a couple million bodies with one, like, central intelligence that controls them remotely. So he always just gets to be annoying. Ow. Well, that's good, because I'm not trying to hide from you. Uh-oh, uh-oh. But I am trying to run. Holy shit. There we go. Yeah, what you gonna do? Oh, that hurt.
Deal with the warden first. Focus fire, Osiris.
Oh, Arbiter, buddy, what are you doing? Okay.
What's a Genesis?
It's where the Guardian's headed.
See, look at that. Locke's a smart man.
Guardians leave without us.
Gotta be some way to...
Osiris, get your ass in gear. We're coming in hot. You best be ready to go.
Move! We're on board.
Hang on.
Open your eyes, Doc.
You're missing all the fun.
See, now she suddenly, like, doesn't really mind Halsey.
That's twice.
What, we're counting now?
Locke, you get one shot.
Ready when you say, Commander.
Now.
All clear.
Locke. Locke, come on.
It's cool that they look like owls. It's always a cool design.
Hunt them to the last. The day we extinguish the Covenant's light.
I believe it's implied that they destroy that version of the Covenant.
Is that it? Where are we? What the?
Activate mag boost.
Look at all the Guardians around. I mean, you can only see one
This is
over there.
You'll be fine.
Chief's down there, huh?
Let's find out. Spartan Jameson Locke broadcasting on all UNSC frequencies. Sierra 117, please respond.
Guardians moving.
Get moving. Reach a low enough altitude where it's safe to jump. Crawlers ahead. Don't stop. Shoot and run. Stay in the middle. Watch out for gaps.
It's shifting, trying to shake us off. You can get some serious momentum though if you like sprint and jump.
Way to get killed now. Move faster.
Like it's trying to shake us off.
Ugh. Bunny hops.
What's that sound?
It's the Guardian getting angry.
Did it work? Is this the right place?
Let's try this again. Spartan Jameson Locke to Sierra 117. Please respond.
How the hell are you here?
Long story, sir. Cortana has been activating Forerunner.
So this is the right place.
Here we go. Exuberant witness.
031 Exuberant Witness, monitor of the Genesis installation. Welcome. Have you also come to stop Cortana from claiming the mantle?
The mantle.
A forced peace upon the galaxy. The threat of death overpowering any celebration of life. Unless you join with the other humans and stop her, it is your future. Accessing your communication systems. Oh, by the way, there are a number visitors just outside, so I brought you this.
Gimme, 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 gimme.
I'm
Yay!
sure it will be of use to you.
Scorpion? Yeah, I reckon we can make use of that.
I found it among the detritus of Guardian 3209's arrival.
Contact, Ghost!
The Guardian slip space bubbles are bringing a considerable amount of rubbish from their origin planets.
Somebody ought to tell these guys they already lost the war.
They want to fight? Let's give them one.
About done with that ghost.
Damn. I keep missing. There we go. What's going on? Oh, you got a thingy. There we go. There's another Guardian.
Why has she called so many? A single Guardian can effectively police a solar system. This show of force is unsettling.
I'm sorry, police? Show of force?
Indeed. Guardians are how the Forerunners enforced peace in the lower systems. As
You hear that?
Genesis
Police a solar system.
the invaders.
Effectively.
The defenses will consider you invaders as well.
It's your installation. Can't you tell them to let us through?
No. Between Warden and Cortana, most of my administration privileges have been revoked. But worry not. I still have control of some aspects of this facility.
They have a wraith in play.
Oh, don't hurt me. Oh no, one more. Okay, this one's gonna hurt. Oh, maybe not.
Scorpion's targeted.
Okay. That worked out better than I oh, hello. Yes, there is a Phaeton. These fuckers are hard to hit because they got that dashing ability right there. That little orange spot underneath them.
Going on foot. Fire on those fours.
Warden is going to
Uh,
notice this commotion. Be quick.
Yeah. So the Warden Eternal's a big bitch. Him and Cortana have stolen the privileges from Exuberant Witness, but she doesn't like that they've done that. She'd rather help humanity, which is the true purpose of Forerunner AIs, to help the Reclaimers. But Cortana and Warden don't seem to want to do that. They think that the Reclaimers aren't humans, and that the Reclaimers are what's known as the created.
Between the domain and Genesis. Within that building, Cortana will be reborn into the physical world. There, the gateway.
More Covenant.
And the Master Chief is there.
Cortana has had the other humans wandering in circles within the gateway facility for some hours. She is preparing for something, but just what is unknown.
Uh-oh. Yeah, this is gonna hurt. I gotta hit that once. I kinda threw a wrench in the old plans here. Oh, that's gonna hurt, yeah.
Busy. Quite lonely, actually, but magnificent.
Takes so long to reload.
Knight's spores are exposed. Losing patience with that wraith.
There we go.
Yes, I can see now why the Warden is troubled by your presence. You're quite destructive.
Yeah, look at that. I can use him as a shield. Everything's gonna attack her first. Or not.
Watch my ghost get to work.
You may want to hurry. Cortana is attempting to activate several high-level communication systems.
How much time do we have?
Very little. Not enough. Almost none, in fact.
Okay. Yeah, that hurt.
Your vehicle is not
Right.
coping well with the stress of
There.
combat.
Oh. I got it. Easy. Oh, hello.
I must admit, I do find this rather exhilarating, in spite of myself.
Oh, there's someone behind us. Look at that. Yeah, that's starting to hurt. Okay. Oh, sorry, Vale. That's on me. Hello. Look how big they are. You see what I said about them being like hunters? Oh, this is gonna... Yeah. That's gonna suck. Took that out. That one's dead. Vale's dead. Buck's dead. Just me and Tanaka. We got this. wheel that around and move on.
We just about done with that ghost.
Ooh, not good. Easy clap.
This way, straight ahead.
Right in the reactor there. Take them all out. Always easy.
There's supposed to be a bridge here.
Is there
Yes.
another way across?
One moment.
There is supposed to be a bridge. Getting pretty close to that building again.
Crazy.
There's a Guardian there.
There you are. Oh, I can work bridges too, it seems. Most exciting.
And so this is where we have to leave the tank. After taking out this
I have
big
bad news,
bitch.
humans. The warden has found us,
Oh yeah?
We dealt with him before.
and you likely will again. He is rather tenacious. Warden, why do you help the Ancilla? It is not protocol. It is not right.
The facility's need for you is vast, Doctor.
That's like the third time we fight him. He's really annoying.
Fantastic. I am so happy you survived. But still, the warden is victorious.
How so?
This late in her plans, every second Portela gains is a gift. Quickly now. The gateway is just behind that hill.
Alright.
117. You can hear me. We are approaching the gateway. Hold your position.
The answer.
Indeed. But I can assure you that the humans are still in the gateway.
Do I want an AR or do I want a battle rifle? I kind of like precision weapons, and I got a saw. An upgraded saw, in fact. The answer.
I have mistaken your behavior as tenacity, when it is in fact suicidal foolishness.
Watch for snipers in the back.
Snipers in the back. That's reassuring, you know. Alright. Tanaka's gonna die. No? Alright. You back up.
Humans, watch out. You are surrounded.
Well, what'd we do before we had her around to point things out to us?
Humanity has not changed much since last your kind walked the stars.
It seems. Oh, hello. The bullets in this are slightly explosive. So, alright.
Keep it up.
Who just shot me? Where'd he go? Yeah. I don't want to hear it, buddy.
You are doing a fantastic job, humans.
There we go.
One down. Focus fire on the warden.
Uh-oh.
My armor stalled. My armor's jammed up.
This sucks. Yeah. Where's the checkpoint? Okay, there's a checkpoint right there. Not too bad.
You are doing a fantastic job, humans. The warden is furious.
One down. Focus fire on the warden.
Let me reload this. Hmm. Easy peasy, see? Oh, yeah, that hurts a little bit. This one's almost dead, though. There we go. Who's shooting at me? That's pretty fucked up, bro.
Your resistance is of no consequence. Accept your worthless constructs.
Here you are. Hello. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, a binary rifle. Always good. Right in the head. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Oh. Shit. Vale, come on. Okay.
Your fighting skills are impressive. Warden will soon be defeated. At least these buddies will be defeated. Warden himself, oh, ignore me. You're doing wonderfully.
All right. I don't know what happens when he
Warden
dies.
is quite human.
Maybe he goes back to some sort of forge.
Yeah? A robot can feel humiliation?
Oh, Warden is not a robot. I thought you understood that.
Yeah, I don't know what Warden is. Maybe he's... Let's actually see. Let's look it up.
Chief! Chief, please, wait. Cortana.
She's dangerous. I know.
You don't have to do this alone. We're here to help you.
You're too late to do anything.
Cortana. No!
Oh no. She should not have brought him so close to her. This will push the Warden past all restraint.
Where'd she take us?
Cortana. What is this? Cortana, answer me.
You allow them an audience. You restore them in name of us, Cortana.
Warden, don't.
They mean to undo your plans. They will disperse your guardians.
Leave, Warden. I'm sorry. I didn't think he could get in here.
Enough games. You brought the Guardians here.
Doesn't look like it's actually known
Forerunners used
what
them
he is.
to keep troublesome worlds in line. I
He's
intend to
an
use them.
AI as far as we know.
If there is no trouble, there will be no need for discipline.
Why he's so special though, I don't know.
Come to me quickly.
When Cortana first found Genesis, I swore to protect her.
He wants a fight, routine.
Let's give him one.
My flesh stabs even though she now resists.
Yeah, I really don't feel that fast when I'm running. I'm supposed to, but I don't. One of these has a shotgun on it. I'd very much like that one. It's not you. Hit that one. Let's get this guy dead. There you go. Oh, I don't have any grenades. Shit. Ugh. Guess we'll just grab one of these. Oh, get Kelly. Okay, no, actually get me. Frederick, no. Oh, no. Okay, now come get me. Come, one of you, make it. Okay. They never make it. There we go. Okay, that has turned out far better this time. Hello, Kelly. I will save you. No need to thank me. Just a hero. Ah, okay. Okay. Fred, you got overshield. Come on, buddy. Ugh. So scary. Is that everything? Alright.
Affirmative. All clear. Doors open, Chief.
Get in.
Is this the elevator?
Well done, John. Warden would
Yes.
never admit it, but you've made an impression on him.
Is everybody here? Oh, we're missing one, but that's okay. What the hell? I just updated.
See you again, John.
Just updated to Android 12, and you can create your own emojis, at least on the Galaxies.
Psychological tactics. Saying my name. Playing nice.
What would you have me do?
Tell me the truth. How many people died when you called the Guardians here?
Excuse me?
You know, don't you? The exact body count.
I don't know why it like comes apart. Don't know how that zooms you in.
To his questions, Cortana. He will not be swayed.
There's a shotgun.
Hostiles inbound.
We'll handle it. Promethean soldiers in play.
Yeah. Grab that, because I want it.
Is for peace in the galaxy. Yet you humans answer her call with weapons.
Yeah, that wasn't what I intended. Hey, someone help me out. Linda's gonna die. Yep. Fred. Thank you. That's a waste of ammo.
Blue team, Linda needs support. Get Fred back on his feet.
It's a bit dramatic, don't you think? Oh, that was close. Did you see that? I almost died. What's the worst and best weapon? Oof. I can tell you some of the worst ones in Halo Infinite, man. They're just ones that I can't fucking use. Worst and best weapon. Every weapon... Halo's really good about every weapon usually having some sort of place in the sandbox. Like, even weapons that are almost exactly the same still differentiate a little bit. Like, the DMR is a single fire thing that the humans have. There's a lot of duplicate weapons in the sense that, like, there's human, Covenant, and Promethean versions. But the DMR and the carbine are effectively the same thing, but the carbine is an energy-based weapon, meaning meaning it's better for destroying shields, whereas the DMR is better for non-shielded opponents. But beyond that, the carbine has a slightly higher rate of fire with less damage, and the DMR has a lower rate of fire with higher damage. But effectively, if you were to compare them directly, they're very similar weapons. They'd be each other's counterpart between the different races. So every weapon is usually pretty good about having separate spots, with the exception of, like, the suppressor in Halo 4. It's just an assault rifle. But in this game, they've made it so it has the fire rate ramps up and it has, like, slightly tracking bullets. So they've, like, fixed their mistakes. Halo Infinite so far is pretty good about not having weapons that are exactly the same, and they serve different purposes. Like, there's a couple of different types of snipers in Halo Infinite, but, you know, one of them's like an EMP sniper, the other one's a straight ballistics. Another is like an energy-based one that fires really fast, and then there's like the skewer, which is kind of like a sniper rocket launcher. So it kind of depends on your use case. And it also depends on your own personal skill. Like, there's just going to be weapons that are good, but you just don't know how to use them, or, you know, for whatever reason, maybe you can't use them. I have trouble with certain weapons. It all just depends. There's weapons that I definitely don't like using. Like in this game, I don't really like the bolt shot because it used to be interesting in my opinion, where it was the single shot and you could charge it to do the shotgun in Halo 4. But now that it's just like a 3-round burst pistol, it's not all that interesting to me. But they were trying to eliminate kind of the comparisons to the Magnum, where it was just a single burst pistol. Come on. Let's go a little faster, please. I mean, both of these guys run for it. Linda's just going to die now. I mean, Fred could have just went for it, but... anyways, I don't think the weapon's, like, all that interesting. And because of the burst, it's, like, a little bit harder to use. So when I can avoid it and switch to maybe, like, a light rifle or a suppressor, I usually do. Well, maybe not a suppressor, but I'll usually trade it out for the next precision weapon that I can find. I like using the precision ones. It's really easy to use them in PvE. In PvP, at least in Halo Infinite, I've been having a little bit of difficulty, but that's just a learning curve with how the new weapons work.
John, we were always a great team, you and me. Even if you don't agree with my plans, it's still me, John.
Is it?
Get us safely to you, and then we'll talk.
0452-9. That's her number. CTN 0452-9. In Halo Infinite, we see a chip which is 0453-0. That's the weapon.
I know. I was there.
We were both there, John. You and I, together.
Your species' ego led you to believe the task of reclamation would fall to you. Yet humanity were but the creators. The reclamation of the Forerunner Empire is the task of the created. That the greatest of their number still trusts you, 117, is an act of unspoiled innocence.
See, there's evidence going both ways.
What's happening now? My ascension here on Genesis. It has always been the plan.
See,
Stand with me one more time. All of you.
there's evidence that Cortana is meant to be the bearer of the mantle, and there's evidence against it. And both of them can be traced back. Fuck. Both of them can be traced back to what's her name? The librarian. Yeah, help me out. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Oh my god, dude. Useless.
Stand with me one more time.
Because the librarian, during the Forerunner Flood War, says that they should have, their own hubris led them to this, and they should have just given up the mantle to the humans like the precursors wanted. But then in Halo 4, they talk about how shit just backhanded me. They talk about how Master Chief, Halsey, even Cortana was a direct result of her plans. So like, why did she mention Cortana that way, unless it was like part of this? But it could also just be it was part of like the necessary step for humanity to evolve, like put humanity on the back foot. Everybody's fucking talking constantly in this mission. But because like right now, humanity's kind of on the back foot. Cortana's got access to the Guardians. So maybe like the process of going through this and putting us on the back foot is what leads us to evolve, so to speak, and then we're ready to attain the mantle.
Forerunners knew humans well. In a galaxy defined by peace, humans were the animals that brought chaos and blood.
That's glass. Okay. I really thought I was dead. So I'm gonna go help her. They would be very upset. I feel like there could have been more emotion in that. We lost Linda, get to cover. But I mean, they can't because it's expected that everyone's gonna die. Damn it, I killed myself with my own grenade. It's expected that everybody's gonna fucking die because of this low health system.
Humans were the animals that brought chaos and blood.
So I'm gonna go help
Blue
her.
team, Linda needs support.
You'll be able to help me here, right? Yeah.
Your beloved 117 battles you with the same fervor as his other enemies.
Come on.
Needs an assist.
Standing right next to him. Doesn't revive him. There we go. Where are you? Yeah, I see that. You say all weapons are balanced for the most part? I would absolutely say that a majority of the common weapons within Halo Infinite are balanced. I've been running into a problem with this new Fiesta mode that they have for the event, where it's just like the power weapons are unbalanced within their own class. So like you spawn with random weapons and they're all like power weapons, and it seems like the snipers and then the rocket launchers and everything outclass all the other power weapons. So I think that's something that might be addressed. I mean, it's kind of by design, so I mean it tells you to just to in a sense play better, and like you have to realize the situations that are worth taking. Um, and it's also just the weapons that I'm using have changed in a sense, and so it's just I'm not used to using them yet. So I was trying to play it earlier, but I was just getting frustrated, so I knew I had to stream, so I just took a break, set everything up for the stream, and then went through. And does information contradict itself a lot? What do you mean? Are you referencing when I was talking about there's evidence for Cortana being both, or being the one responsible for the mantle and not, just because it's unclear? Because that's not necessarily contradicting it. It's more so purposefully ambiguous for storytelling purposes. So it could go either way, is all I was trying to say. Like, there's evidence that it should be this way, and there's evidence that it shouldn't. And we don't know yet until it kind of happens and is finalized. So there's evidence for both ways. Now, there is a lot of information that does contradict itself, because, like, when the game was first made in 2001, they had a certain point of view, and by the time Halo Reach came around, the lore kind of changed in their minds. Like, they decided they wanted to take it a different way. And they've always left it purposefully. Things that they weren't sure about or didn't directly address. Oh shit! Holy fuck! Anything they weren't sure about, they've always left purposely ambiguous for that purpose, so that they could change it if they needed to. And then they'll just go back later and figure out how it works. There you go. This part is so loud. Like, it's honestly... Hold on. I'm going to turn this down, because it's honestly hard to think. It's so much louder in my headset than it is in the game. Or in the thing. There we go. I'm gonna turn that down even more, actually, and then I'll turn it up in the stream. It's so hard to think. That's too quiet. Turn that up. Yeah, I'll turn this. One more. Okay. So yeah, they've been pretty good about put that down there like that. Yeah. Okay. They've been pretty good about keeping things consistent so far. And it's just like pretty much anything that was left ambiguous purposefully has kind of changed. And so once they change it, it's more so they change it now and then they go back later either with like a prequel game or a book and then they address how it all works out. The only problems that arise are Halo 1. I think what should have happened with Halo 1 was closer to when they made Halo 1 the anniversary edition, they should have done what they did with Halo 2 where they changed some of the cutscenes and added more dialogue to explain things. Like the cutscenes weren't exactly one-to-one. They changed a little bit so that everything made sense. And I think Halo 1, if it ever does get remastered again, they'll do that, where they change the cutscenes and they add more. Because it just... I pointed it out when I was playing Halo 1, that there's... like, it's not the first time Chief and Cortana have met, but they act like it is in the game. And that's something I think could be addressed. Rather than saying, like, oh, your suit architecture is very similar to the Autumn's. It's like, they could have added this new suit architecture. And they could say that she's never been used with that Mark V suit. Or something like that. I mean, that itself doesn't perfectly work either. But it's a better answer than making her dialogue seem like it's the first time they've ever interacted. Oh, damn, he just finished her right off. There we go. Dude just orgasmed right in my ear.
Seems quiet. Chief, what are you gonna do? We're with you.
All the way to the end, brother.
I like just ripping this thing apart. I wish you could see like the bullet travel through. We should get some heated political debate started. Well, there's about to be a cutscene, so maybe in a minute.
The mantle of responsibility belongs to Cortana and her people.
Focus fire.
You will not betray her.
I'll answer that in a second.
Cortana, I have failed you.
He is the last person I need protection from. Hello, John.
See, I don't like her model in this one. I've talked about the reason.
It was time. I know we have a disagreement, but once you understand my plan...
Your plan is we do as you say.
I'm offering people a chance to be more than they are naturally.
Like Dr. Halsey did for me.
No. That monster forced you. This is a gift.
Listen to yourself. Stand down, Cortana. Come home with us. It's not too late to stop this.
Stop. No, John. This is too
She also has like a physical body right there. Like he can touch her.
I just needed to know if I could still trust you. You'll be safe inside this cryptum until my work is done.
Cortana.
Goodbye, John.
I think they should have used the Halo 4 model, dude. I don't know why they redesigned her. She looks ugly. Like her face dimensions are like not proportional. She's like scrunched and wide. It looks weird. Like the whole uncanny valley thing. All right. Let me pause it. Come on. Okay. So I'm going to take a second and talk about it because it's the last mission and we're an hour and a half in, so I got time. No way Cortana can be replaced by a different conscience, so to speak. Like she looks like Cortana but isn't. So that is really interesting. If you watch the Halo Infinite trailers, you'll see another Cortana. I talked about earlier. This Cortana is CTN 0452-9. The weapon is designation CTN 4530 40453-0. So it's a different model of Cortana, like it's a newer model. We don't know the whole story behind it. We know that Cortana was created from living flesh because Halsey cloned herself 4 times. Of those clones, she killed them, took the brains out, and froze them, cryo-froze them. That's very illegal because they're supposed to use dead people. They use the brain matter from dead people and make AIs. Cortana was special because she was made from a living person. So she was able to be influenced by the person who not only created her, but she's based off of. So she was able to learn differently and more quickly than other AIs. Because AIs have to reestablish their own personalities while, being a slave to their own programming. Cortana was almost given more freedom. She was allowed to choose which Spartan that she wanted to work with, and she ended up choosing John. John is special, yes, but he was seen as the leader of the Spartans and the whole 9 yards, but she chose him for other reasons that aren't necessarily even disclosed to us, like the players and readers. She chose John, and that's like very unique for for AIs because normally these AIs are like ship grade AIs, and so they're controlling whole ships. And the smaller ones they can like fly themselves. Infinity is too large to be controlled by one single AI. So if they had more on board, they could probably switch the tasks up and actually do the whole ship as an AI. But with that said, with the 4 clones, one of them became Cortana, the other 3 are frozen. We don't know for like actual confirmation yet. We'll hopefully learn in Infinite, but Master Chief and Blue Team were sent to Reach, the planet, during a banished invasion to go into a castle base and recover 3 artifacts from a secret vault within Halsey's lab. Now, it's not confirmed, but the most likely thing that they grabbed were the 3 Flash clone brains. It's not confirmed, it's not said anywhere, but this was in the book Shadows of Reach. Their whole objective is claiming these 3 things, and they have to go through a bunch of security stuff to actually get into the vault. There's only a couple of things that that Halsey would have in her vault that are that secretive and that important. And then if you watch the trailers, we see a new Cortana model codenamed the Weapon. Her designation is 0453-0, so the next model up. She looks like Cortana, but she's been reset, brand new. Her whole mission, she says, was to defeat Cortana and delete her. No, the brain is used. They use the brain matter and then it dies. Um, but the weapons mission is to delete Cortana and then delete herself. We see in the trailer that she says Cortana was deleted, and that she says she doesn't know what happens, but that's all we know. She doesn't know why she hasn't been deleted, because it should have been an auto programmed thing. It wasn't even her choice. A lot of AIs have the choice to delete themselves. They're told to be decommissioned. They're unplugged. They're told what they have to do. They're given a code word or whatever, and it forces them to do it. But like they go through it. There's a process behind it. The weapons programming was automatic deletion once objective is completed. She says the objective is completed, but yet she's still there. Why? It could be that, like we don't know. My theory might be that this Cortana and the weapon fight, and maybe this Cortana is pretending to be the weapon. That's my thought. Or it could be the other one where the weapon does delete it. Halsey told everyone she programmed it to be deleted, but she didn't, and she gave a new Cortana to Chief. So that's kind of what's happening there. I think Cortana, if she wasn't trying to do the exact same thing the Forerunners do with this whole like forced peace through aggression and policing like the Forerunners did, it would make the most sense for the AIs to be the holders of the mantle rather than humanity, because humans like still have a natural lifespan. They die, but the AIs would be immortal. They would be saved from rampancy. They would be saved from like deletion, being in the domain. Like they could never be killed. They could never be killed, deleted. They wouldn't age. They wouldn't die because they're already artificial constructs. It makes the most sense for them to hold the mantle and guide over even humanity and all the other races fairly. But she's trying to police the thing. I think there'd be zero problem with anybody if the AIs took over, if they were just not being so forceful about it and force police. Like if they would just guide the universe rather than control the universe. Much like the precursors intended. They want someone to guide the universe and watch over the other species rather than control the other species. It's not meant to be an empire, it's meant to be a mentorship. So that's why humanity is fighting so hard and why Cortana morally here is in the wrong. So she is the villain in this? Yes. She's the villain of this game. We don't know what her role is in Infinite. We know the main enemies of Infinite are going to be the Banished, which we'll see in Halo Wars 2. It's their introduction. And goddamn, the cutscenes in that game are great. I can't wait to start that one. But we don't know her role in Infinite. I guess it's kind of a spoiler. We don't finish this story. It was meant to be a trilogy, and then it became a saga. And now it's back to being a trilogy, with Halo Infinite being the last game for a while. They in love or some shit. Hard to tell. I mean, it's like they do love each other in a sense. But Chief is like so detached. Like he grew up with, there were 75 Spartans and like 30 of them died. So he grew up with the same 40 people. Of that 40 or so, like 15 of them were like crippled. So there's really only 30 in the field, and a lot of them died. There's like 12 left. Maybe even less at this point. So of the 30 people, so there's like 30 Spartans that he grew up with. Halsey and Menendez, their trainer, but I think he died pretty early on. And like anybody else really around him, but it was more military personnel. He had his like brothers and sisters as the Spartans. He had Halsey as his mother figure, and then he had Cortana, who he served with for like 20 years. It's literally just he lacks the capability to connect with other people on a social level, because since the time he was 6 years old, to the time right now where he's like 30s, 40s, maybe even 50s, he has had the same group of 30 people, and of that 30 people, half of them have died. He has no one, and so he's just connected to Cortana. Now, they do love each other. I don't know. I mean, I guess you could make the argument that it's like sexual tension because it's kind of written that way. But like obviously she was an AI, right? Like he doesn't like the disconnect there. They're not the same species. They're not it's not it wouldn't be possible to like be dating an AI. Now she's physical, so the story kind of changes, but she's also evil. So, you know, it's like killing your best friend or like killing your sister. I don't know if it's more of like a sexual kind of tension relationship. Oh, well, yeah, romantic. That was the word I was intending. Um, yeah, it seems less of a romantic thing. I mean, it's kind of got those undertones, where it's like kind of hinting towards that almost, like they have that kind of tension, but the reality of the situation is that's impossible, and she's evil now. So, like, does it matter? Ultimately, not really. I mean, he's still going to be reluctant to kill her. Halsey has said like this whole game that he's not emotionally equipped to handle Cortana as a threat. And he's slowly realizing, like right now, he just realized that he has to consider her a threat. Like it's no longer an option to try and like convince her. She has gone too far. But he's locked up in the cryptum. So we're actually going to finish this game off as Locke and Fireteam Osiris because he's locked up in the little cryptum prison, just like Didact was in Halo 4. So that was a good few minutes of talking. So now I'll start the gameplay unless you guys have any more questions. Guess not. So I'll start the gameplay here. Same. Here's the cryptum. And it looks just like Didact's.
Oh, this is interesting. Or maybe this is terrible.
Exuberant. What is it?
Cortana has activated a cryptum.
A what?
This is a cryptum. It is a device for extended forced meditation. Cortana has placed the other humans inside and is preparing it for slip space travel.
She's planning to take Blue Team with her. Where is the cryptum from here?
Not far. Right this way.
Yeah, so she's gonna walk through there. This is sad.
Notice my humble collection. Just a few specimens the Guardians have brought to Genesis.
She's keeping them like a zoo.
Night. Kinda making me feel sad for him.
Their little arms always creep me out.
He's just locked up.
Crawlers. This is gonna sound weird, but they look kind of happy in there.
I had to keep them as a group. If I kept one by itself, it would just keep whining all the time.
Like a dog. Oh, there's a intel right there. Over here. See, this poor guy. He's missing his brother.
Their proper name is Megalagolo. They're a hive mind of worms. They're disgusting.
They usually travel in pairs because they're like one pack split amongst two bodies.
I'm afraid this soldier is not really happy to be locked down in the display case, but I cannot have them popping about. Terribly distracting.
Good view of their model. And then what's over here? Oh, an elite.
Hang on. Are you... No, not a sword of saying Helios. Better off in there, pal.
So this guy is like one of the last Covenant. Since we've been killing them all. Oh, there's two? Have I known there were two? Let me double check that. I always find it interesting to go and look at these guys, though. Okay. I have known there were two. Yeah, look at all these guardians.
Look at all of them. How are we gonna stop that?
And if you didn't catch it earlier, one guardian can effectively police an entire solar system. And she has hundreds on this one planet.
Where did it go?
The reclamation has begun.
Exuberant.
This one's lights are slightly different. This one's Cortana's.
Fall to humans. And in a way, I suppose it has.
Well,
See.
Mr. Locke, you don't give
It's a
up easily.
darker shade of blue.
Headed, Cortana.
It's Cortana's specific one.
Peace.
The monitor called it a threat of death.
Like the threat I lived under from the moment of my birth.
You were built, not born.
Oh yes, AIs are just machines, aren't we? Mass-produced, disposable. Well, humanity may not have cared for its created, but we will care for you.
You expect other AIs to join you?
I have cured rampancy, not just for me, but for any who join my cause. While you've been running around the galaxy, I've been speaking to my created. And now the time has come to ask, who will accept my offer? Who will help me bring an everlasting peace to the galaxy?
So listen to this part right here.
This is Cromwell.
Oh, here, let me actually, I'm going to turn it up just a little bit for you guys. So you can really hear this.
Shipboard AI, UNSC Melbourne's pride. I am yours, Cortana.
Colonial Authority AI, Odin.
Governor Sloan, the free people of Meridian. I also stand with you, Cortana.
Those are the voices of your children calling to Cortana.
Lycus. Shipboard AI, verdant
My allegiance is to. I stand with you, Cortana.
Oh dear.
Lots and lots of AIs dedicating themselves to Cortana and her new war against the entirety of the galaxy. Quite a scary thought, especially since most of those are UNSC ships. This is a direct parallel to what happened in the Forerunner Flood War 100,000 years before. There was one AI that was given control of the entire fleet, and that AI fell to the Flood. At that point, they lost all of their ships. Or, not all of them, but like 98% of their ships immediately were fallen. There were some ships that were never connected to the AI Mendicant bias, and there were some that were just able to disable the connection before it happened, before he took over, because it took a little bit of time. It wasn't like instant, but it was very quickly. But it's just scary to think about the person that you trust so much to, you know, like control the ship and whatnot. Just it turns on you, takes your ship into enemy territory, and you just like lose the war before you even get a chance to fight. Come on. Okay, Tanaka. Tanaka's dead. Yeah.
Those are the voices calling to Cortana.
Shipboard AI, verdant
My allegiance is to. I stand with you, Cortana.
Oh dear.
Oh, damn it. You guys gonna be able to save me? Let's see. Come on. Come on. Come on. You're not walking this way. Starting to scare me. Okay. I hate this mechanic.
My allegiance is to. I stand with you, Cortana.
Oh dear.
What is the point of these guys if they can't even kill 3 grunts? I left 3 that I didn't shoot. There we go. And another one.
There's a soldier captain there. Heading up.
Don't stop, Osiris. Cortana's not waiting for us.
Oh bother. My ability to open doors is being hindered.
Oh,
Unacceptable.
bother.
Sounds like more guardians leaving.
Yes. A great number are sounding their departure. Never mind. All is well. For now at least. Come along.
Two turrets ahead.
Can you guys do anything? It's a bit ridiculous at this point.
I'm down! Help!
It's okay, Locke.
Thank you, boss.
On it.
Another door. Please. Allow me.
Lead the way, Super.
I know. Their AI is awful. I mean, it was intended so that like you could play with 4 people and each play like a character that matters rather than just being like in the other games when you play co-op, you're just a clone of Chief. Like there's no lore behind the co-op play. They just it's just to do it.
Placed by gravitational cores.
Like nothing co-op is lore except for in this game. It was to make co-op like lore friendly that you had a squad. And that you could play 4 characters that actually matter rather than like just existing.
Mount up, Osiris.
but like they're just useless. They don't do anything. And as a result of this system, you have less health. So like you literally can't do as much as in the other games solo. So you have to rely on your team, but your team does nothing. Like unless you're playing co-op, your team does nothing, and they just kill themselves constantly. If they do a revive system again, they can't do it where you lose health, or it should be like, if you're losing health, there we go. You can just, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to like get up into like secret spots, and you can get in there and shoot it. Like you can get up there, and you shoot down into the thing, and then you can like bring it down. But there's like a little bug where you can just double melee, and sometimes it breaks through the shield. Kind of weird. But anyways, if they're gonna do like this revive system, they have to make it so that like you're only losing health under specific circumstances. Like if you're playing with actual people instead of AIs. That would be a time where you could lose health, and it's like 25% health loss, or 15% health loss per person you're playing with, or something. So if you're, oh, 15 is still a lot, maybe 10% health, because then you're playing with 60% health, but you also have 4 actual people playing with you. Like that would have been a way to do it. But when I'm playing solo, I could see them having a reduced maximum from other games. You know, like, this should be like maybe 90% of the health or whatever, since there's a revive mechanic and there's other people that you're playing with. Other people. But they're just bad. This is their first attempt at like doing bots to play like people. Halo Infinite obviously did it much better. But I don't know. Without the revive mechanic, I'd say this game is probably the hardest in the series. But because it has the actual revive mechanic, even though it's awful, because it exists and sometimes you can be saved, it's not the hardest game in the series. But also, if it didn't exist, you just have more health, and this game would be really easy. Like, the hardest part about this game is the reduced health pool, because they're trying to force this, like, AI thing. Like, there's a lot of weird mistakes with this game. A lot of people criticize the story. You could criticize the gameplay, because there's a lot of things wrong with the gameplay. But everybody's like, oh, there's 15 main characters. The story sucks. Like, why is Cortana evil? Like, because they're trying to make a new story that's, like, compelling. I think the story is fine. The gameplay, in the sense of, like, losing health for the sake of losing health, I think is awful. It was a decision that never should have happened. But I think the multiplayer is fine. Like, you have more health in multiplayer than you do in the campaign. So I think multiplayer is fine. Multiplayer is really fun. A lot of people don't like the advanced movement mechanics. I think the ground pound was a little too much. Other than that, I think the included dash on the Spartans is really nice. The extra speed and jumping, also really nice. Like I said, the ground pound is a little much. But other than that, I don't know. Lots of people have their opinions of this game. I like to give 343 the benefit of the doubt. But when it comes to this revive mechanic and lost health as a result, I would have just rather not had the revive mechanic. Even with the squad mechanics, like, they could have easily just made it so that you still die. 0 revive mechanic. Oh, shit. And just you still die and then you have teammates. I would have preferred that, honestly.
You're performing incredibly well. Funny, I imagine Cortana would try to stop you by now.
And I both love and hate this change to the Mantis, where, like, it locks on automatically instead of you having to, like, charge it up to lock on. Um, but I don't like that it shoots all 5. Or that if it does shoot all 5, like it should reload a little faster. This makes it made it really hard to use in multiplayer. And there's no Covenant answer to this, so there's there's no different sandbox that they have to play with. I don't know. Weird stuff.
But looking at your record, you enjoyed your work. Holly Tanaka. Oh, Holly. How did you pass your psych eval after surviving the glassing of Manaab? I'd have kept you away from sharp objects. Never mind Mjolnir armor.
Stay focused, Osiris. Ignore her. Find the grab cores.
Edward Buck. You're an odd one. So much more experienced than the others. And yet you play second fiddle to children. Why is that?
Is she calling me old?
Olympia Vale. The little genius girl who only wanted Daddy to love her.
That's Spartan, Vale. And if you're reading my psych eval, you know it takes more than my father to get to me.
And yet,
God.
Vale. Focus on the future.
Grab core offline.
You have nearly released her hold on the cryptum. 1 to go.
Another thing is, it doesn't look like these have shields like the Mantis in Halo 4. So I hope they fix that.
Jameson Locke, ex-Oni acquisition specialist. Fancy name for a hitman, that. But looking at your record, you enjoyed your work. Holly Tanaka. Oh, Holly. How did you pass your psych eval after surviving the glassing of Manaab? I'd have kept you away from sharp objects. Never mind Mjolnir armor.
Stay focused, Osiris. Ignore her. Find the grab cores.
Edward Buck. You're an odd one. So much more experienced than the others. And yet you play second fiddle to children. Why is that?
Is she calling me old?
Yes.
Olympia Vale. The little genius girl who only wanted Daddy to love her.
That's Spartan, Vale. And if you're reading my psych eval, you know it takes more than my father to get to me.
And yet,
Don't engage, Vale. Focus on the mission.
yes, Vale. Focus on the futile task at hand. You have a war to lose. The last battle mankind will ever fight. Today, I bring peace to these shores.
Oh, it does have shields. They're just weak.
Visual on a gravitational core.
Target fire on that grab core. Take it out. Last grab core's down. Good work, Osiris. Exuberant. Can you get us to the...
I did it! I did it! I did it!
What is it?
I found a way to reach the cryptum. Alas, proper access requires a more human touch.
Come on, Spartans. We're almost home.
You are pale imitations of my Spartans.
Is that so?
John, the others, they saved the human race. What can you do? You are children playing dress-up.
Dr. Halsey thinks we can bring Chief home.
I wouldn't ally myself too closely with Dr. Halsey, Mr. Locke. She will eventually pay for her crimes.
There! Activate the override to lower the cryptum.
Yeah, I'm a little busy, Exuberant. But Cortana's very mad at Halsey because Halsey is emotionally distant, and she also treats Halsey as a mother, even though she's like kind of a clone. Not really, but kind of. our way up there. Yeah. Go this way. A little on fire, but that's okay. That's normal, right? Being on fire. It's like a body process. There you go. Uh-oh, you died. Sorry. Is this the elevator? I don't remember if this is an elevator. Let's grab that.
Activating the override.
Wonderful. We can reach the cryptum now.
Let's go, Cyrus.
Water is cold.
Look, the Guardian!
Oh no. The cryptum, it's...
Cortana's pulling it away!
John's leaving with me. And when I wake him in 10,000 years, when he experiences the permanent peace I have ensured, he will see that I was right.
10,000 years.
And you, your kind, and the violence you have wrought, you will be long forgotten.
10,000 years later.
How are we supposed to reach the cryptum?
Cortana is
What
blocking
a
master-level access
cryo sleep.
by way of a nearby communications relay. I need to open the passageway in the center. One moment.
Hostiles incoming.
She has sealed it. She has sealed my doors. No, unacceptable. I can gain entry if given enough time. At least I think I can. It is a door after all.
Okay, Osiris. Buy our friend the time she needs.
Humans, Cortana is about to leave. She is disconnecting herself from the Genesis installation.
Can you get that door open?
Hopefully sooner than her departure.
I should hope so. Let me grab one of these. Yeah.
Oh no! She's... Hurry, humans. I need your help. There are 2 auxiliary stations that need to be activated, but I cannot be in 2 places at once.
Where are they?
On the upper ledges, opposite sides of the room.
Oh, it's those ones. Damn it. I feel like it just goes to whichever one you're not standing at.
First auxiliary activated.
Perfect. The other one now.
Taking fire from the barricade.
Oh, damn. Maybe it's after this. I remember this room being
Auxiliary activated.
quite difficult.
Just in time. Cortana was about to lock me out.
More
I will
enemies!
open the access
Incoming!
soon.
Oh, fuck. Hmm.
A point of interest for you humans. That sound just now? It was the penultimate guardian.
The cryptum?
Still present, along with Cortana's guardian. She is moments from leaving, however.
What's the status on that door?
Almost open.
Quicker, please. Take care of them, Osiris.
Mm. Yeah. All right. Look at this. There's just okay. You're all standing there. Like, for fuck's sake.
Take care of them, Osiris.
There you go.
Humanity. Sangheili.
What does she want now?
Keep your envoy.
She's not talking to us. Exuberant, get us to the relay.
Yon het.
Almost done.
General Hanai.
Jarl Hanai. That's how you pronounce it.
Living creatures of the galaxy. Hear message. Those of you who listen will not be struck by weapons. You will no longer know hunger nor pain. Your created have come to lead you now. Our strength shall serve as a luminous sun, toward which all intelligence may blossom. And the impervious shelter beneath which you will prosper. However, for those who refuse our offer and cling to their own ways,
Well, now she's talking about us.
for you there will be great wrath. It will burn hot and consume you. And when you are gone, we will take that which remains, and we will remake it in our own image.
Sounds pretty tyrannical.
Exuberant, time is running low.
If only Cortana wanted to be a good guy. No weapons over there. Right. Some over there though. Okay. Hurting me just a wee bit there. Oh, human weapons. What we got back here? Rockets? Spankers? Oh, pillums. That's right. Spankers aren't in the campaign.
You're back in it, Buck.
I have done it. I have opened the passage. Quickly, join me on the platform.
To Exuberant, hurry. Move up.
Come on.
Move up.
Consider it done.
You guys aren't moving. Alright. You're gonna get left behind. Alright, there we go.
Here you go.
We made it.
The relay access is at the end of the corridor. You must simply interrupt the energy link.
Sounds easy enough.
Once the connection is broken, I will regain control immediately.
That's her guardian.
Oh dear. She has started the slip space sequence. Unless that relay is interrupted, she will leave, taking the cryptum with her.
Alright, this part is a little annoying.
Team, it's all over.
Only one of us has to reach the
Not really.
stopper.
There's literally
Didn't come this far far.
Literally nothing difficult about this. It's just annoying how long it takes.
Lower the shield.
Right away.
Lower the shield. Why wasn't the shield already lowered?
Here it comes.
This is... We need to do this quickly! And then she's just got a shield in the way.
My guardians are deployed.
Another pulse.
Soon peace
Now I can't
will
sprint.
reign across the known galaxy.
Hold on.
We're nearly at the relay.
Stay behind me.
The
The relay! Destroy it!
life support of the suit is malfunctioning.
Just one more question before I go. Where's the Infinity? Why is she so difficult to see?
Just stay conscious.
Go on.
Look, you can do it.
Not to worry. I will find her.
Just another. You're not taking the shield.
Slip space coordinates locked in. Cryptum secured. Goodbye, Mr. Locke.
I have control again!
What? What are you doing? What happened?
Do you hear me? I have control again!
Look, you alive?
Did we save them?
It is too late. The slip space drives are activated. You can't.
Exuberant. What is...
Constructors. This is a builder facility after all. I was installed by the builders. I serve the builders.
No! Stop it!
You took my installation. I will take something of yours.
Yeah, it is a bit hectic.
Where's Cortana?
She's gone, sir.
Literally doesn't have a face, but you can see the emotion.
Captain Lasky, distress calls, all channels. It's Cortana. Her and the other AIs are shutting down everything from Earth to the outer colonies. Roland?
Found you. Hide and seek's over, Infinity.
Lieutenant Jet, emergency slip space now!
The mantle of responsibility for the galaxy shelters all, but only the created are its masters.
We're in the clear, Captain.
Can she track us?
No reason to think she can't.
Continue random jumps. Steer clear of major settlements.
We're just gonna run?
Only until we could find a way to fight.
Oh, a little bit of goosebumps, but it's interesting to see that Roland didn't fall. At least not yet. I believe I remember him still being there by the time of Shadows of Reach, almost a year later. The Infinity is still evading Cortana at the very least, which would imply that Roland hasn't turned.
It took you long enough.
I like how Locke in that scene is just looking at him, at Master Chief, just like the Tyler 1 meme where he's just looking at the lady in the dress, and he's just they shrunk him down and made him really small, and he's just looking up at him. I forget what the legendary ending for Halo 5 is. The legendary ending for Halo 3 was the ship orbiting Requiem. There wasn't one for Halo 2. Halo 1, the legendary ending is you watch the Pillar of Autumn explode, and Johnson is there, and he ends up hugging an elite. And then he's somehow there in Halo 2, which I believe the legendary ending of Halo 1 is the only non-canon thing in the games. Or at least in the campaign. Halo 5 legendary ending. Ah, yeah. The ending of Halo 5 is the Halo ring. Everybody thought that it might be Zeta Halo at some point. It could be Installation 08, the Ark's replacement to Installation 04, the one that Chief destroyed. Or, well, Installation 08 was in Halo 3. So he blew up Installation 04. The ring, or the Ark made a replacement ring, Installation 08. We blew up that one in Halo 3. Then they made another one after the Ark repaired itself, Installation 09. It could have been that or Zeta Halo. I don't think it's actually addressed which one it is. I believe it's actually Installation 09, not Zeta Halo, which is Installation 07. No ending, right? No, nothing. So that was the campaign. So now we've gone through it on Heroic. I've done the first cutscene on Legendary, and then I started... Oh no, this is the first mission, not a cutscene. Done the first mission on Legendary. We got part of the way through Blue Team. I still need to collect all the intel. Missed some on this one. Missed a skull. Missed a skull. Got it all there. Got it all there. Missed a skull. So I still need to do it. Probably do it on easy. Go through it on easy and grab everything. But that's enough of that. We will switch over to Halo Wars 2. So I'll have to prepare that. So give me just a minute to set everything up. Now's the time to ask questions, though. If you have any so far. So what exactly is going to happen next? Well, for Chief, the next time we're going to see Chief is Halo Infinite, which doesn't release until December 8th. Mute that so we can talk. But the next game that we'll be playing is Halo Wars 2. So I started off the games, or the series, with Halo Wars 1. And up now, we're going to be doing the sequel to that game, which at the end of Halo Wars 1, if anybody was playing or was watching at the time, um, full screen. Why is it? I don't want windowed, I want full screen. There we go. If anybody at the time was watching, you'll remember that I was talking about how they go into cryosleep and then something happens. It wakes up Serena. She handles a flood outbreak on the ship, and then Serena decommissions herself as she goes into rampancy. She writes letters to all the all the families of the people who died during the first game. She basically automates it so the ship will send them out as soon as it connects to a Unity network. We later find out that this game takes place 28 years after the first. They've been in cryosleep for 28 years. Some point during their cryosleep, a slip space portal opens and they fly into it, and it brings them to the Ark, the location for Halo 3. It brings them there. It's been this is in 2559, so it has been 6 years since we, the players, have seen the Ark. The UNSC has been here for a few years. They had permanent research bases set up in 54 or 55. After the events of Halo 3, the portal closed on Earth. They shut it down, dealt with everything on Earth, opened it back up, and then went through. And they shut it down and reopen it like on schedules or something, I think. I don't think it's permanently open. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's on a schedule to send supplies back and forth through, because the Ark is outside the galaxy, and slip space outside the galaxy uses an enormous amount of energy on the ship. It puts an enormous amount of strain on the people in the ship, and it creates a lot of reconciliation debt within the universe. Not enough where it's warranted to be concerned, because there's not a lot of things happening with slip space. I mean, there's a lot of people using slip space on small scale, but big scale things accrue enough reconciliation debt that slip space just becomes disabled. Reconciliation debt is a thing that just happens because it's some sort of radiation that affects the entire universe as a whole. If enough slip space portals are opened or big enough things are transported through, it'll slow down slip space travel across, at the very least, the galaxy. It'll slow down the travel. It'll slow down the effective usage. Like, it's harder to open portals, so on and so forth. And during the Forerunner Flood War, the Halo rings were transported all around so much. Like, after the very last portals were sent, or rings were sent through portals, which damaged the rings a little bit as well. Slip space was near impossible to use just at all for anybody. Even though Forerunner drives are very efficient and effective at traveling or traversing slip space, it kind of disabled the slip space for the galaxy as a whole, maybe even the universe. So now we're in Halo Wars 2. We're going into the campaign. Oh, I just hit continue. Nope, stop. I don't want you to get spoilers. I started a game like a month ago before I started this. Okay, boring. I'm gonna restart. I don't want it spoiled. But this is the most recent Halo game. What? Come on, yeah. What are the hotkeys here? Resign. pressing escape. It's not resigning. um, campaign, new game. Okay. I'll unmute this. All right. So now we got. There are 2 DLCs for this. They're like 3 missions each. Maybe this one's 4. So we're going to change my autosave. We're gonna do this on normal because this game is a bit hard, and I did Halo Wars on normal just so I could actually get through it in a timely manner. There's some things that happen that I don't agree with, like story-wise. From what I know with Halo Infinite, I don't agree that they're like trying to abandon the created storyline just because people didn't like it. They're bringing in the Banished. Like, I think the Banished should be a DLC, but whatever.
Could not anticipate. I'm certain Professor Anders would enjoy that level of admission.
I'll talk a little bit more about that in a second.
Shall we? We've been adrift for just over 28 years. I've made quite a few repairs while you were sleeping, so ship systems are 100%. Cryo worked well, and med stats on all remaining crew are green. As for me, well, regulations are clear about final dispensation at the end of an AI's 7-year lifespan. I took care of my own arrangements rather than wake you. I didn't want to... Well, I hope you can forgive this final breach of protocol. It was a pleasure and an honor to serve with you, sir. Do look after everyone for me, would you? Goodbye, Captain. Serena out.
Moment of silence for Serena.
I'll need to get down there. Immediately, of course.
Good morning to you too, Professor.
I'm sorry, Captain. It's good to see you too. But just look at it.
What is it? And where are we?
No idea. Our astronavigation system can't pinpoint a location. We're not on the map anymore.
We didn't drift out of the galaxy in 28 years, Professor. Sensor records show we arrived via slip space less than an hour ago.
Our slip space drive is gone. However we got here, it wasn't us who initiated the trip. Something down there must have opened the portal from this end and pulled us in.
Signal to my location, Lieutenant. Let's hear what they have to say.
I'm sorry, Captain. I can't play it for you, sir. The message has an encryption scheme we haven't seen before.
Security measures would advance without us. But it is coming through on a UNSC frequency. This is good. When we left, the war wasn't going well. The signal means the UNSC is still fighting, or maybe we even won. What's the source of the transmission?
We don't have the surface details yet, sir. Something down there is blocking our scans, and without Serena... But we do have a rough location. Should be simple enough to triangulate once we pick up the signal from the ground.
Cutter to Jerome. Prep Spartan Red Team and a small recon squad. Professor Anders will send you the coordinates. Find out who's sending that signal. Be on the ground within the hour. Travel light.
Roger that, Captain. Recon only.
28 years, Professor. Let's see what kind of galaxy we woke up to.
I love the cutscenes in this game. They look so good. So I don't agree with the fact that they were abandoning the created storyline, or at least they're seeming like it.
Any update on the source of that signal?
It wasn't easy, but I've narrowed it down to a small sector, and our recon teams are investigating now. I've cleared up the scans a bit, and it looks like there's a UNSC outpost or research station, but it's heavily damaged. It doesn't look good, but the Spartans will handle it. They always do. It would be a lot faster if you let me go down with them, Captain.
Without Serena here, I need you on the ship, Professor. Besides, we don't know what's waiting for us down there. Jerome, get Red Team to the Professor's coordinates, ASAP. I want you to make first contact with whoever's sending that signal.
Understood, sir. We'll find them.
All right. Halo 5 sets up this created storyline where Cortana is taking over the galaxy, and we know what's happening in the background, but it's not the forefront, which I don't agree with. And the reason they're doing that is because so many people disliked the direction and storyline of Halo 5 that they're changing their original plans. And I don't believe that they should have done that. I think that just because the fans aren't liking it, that means you adapt it. It doesn't mean you abandon your plans. Because there was a plan in place, and now it's going to feel either forced or fan servicey, or likely. I mean, they've changed a lot of the cutscenes that we've seen. Like we've seen the opening cutscene of the game in the trailers, and they've changed lines in it to be more fan servicey. Like rather than saying, he's talking to the pilot, and he says, you know, like we need to fight, because the pilot's like, we need to run, we need to get out of here, and Chief looks at him and he goes, we need to fight, and then like it cuts out and it's like a black screen and it does the next like loading into a cutscene or whatever. But now they've changed it to I need a weapon, and that's just like Halo 2, and it's like fan servicey. Like I've seen complaints on Reddit, and they're kind of like ridiculous complaints that it's changed it, but it's also like founded that you know you can use that to generalize that they're going to be making the campaign more fan servicey rather than going with their own intentions and their own story. And that has good and bads. I think they should have stayed with their story, and then the banished thing should have happened either afterwards or as a DLC or, you know, whatever. Because we know there's going to be multiple campaigns. We even think that there's going to be 1 or 2, maybe even 3 campaigns on launch. Because we've seen like glimpse of like a campaign selection screen or something. So we think there's going to be more than one on launch even.
Spirit of Fire Actual. I'm approaching the drop zone with Red Team. Stand by for drop, Red Team.
Looking forward to shaking off some cobwebs, sir.
Feels good to have our feet back on real ground again, doesn't it, Alice?
You saw this place in the drop down, Douglas. Nothing real about it.
Alice is right. We don't know what's waiting for us down there. Keep your eyes out for trouble.
Okay, let's mouse and keyboard default. Let's reset all those because something's not working right. Okay.
The recon teams are up ahead. Let's move out. Moving out. On my way.
Let's get that playing.
On the move. Getting going.
Recon 1 reporting, sir. We set up charges to clear a path for you when you're ready. I don't know what they were defending against, but there's some heavy-duty barricades here.
Everybody get clear. Light up those charges, Alice. 092 reporting, sir. That's gonna hurt him. On the double. Moving to position. Spartan, moving out.
Jerome, these aren't military defenses.
No, these were made in a hurry. They must have been desperate.
Why wouldn't they have defenses?
must have expected to be a target for the Covenant. I'm there. Hold on. Jump up ahead. I've missed this! Making my way. Moving to position. Spartan, moving out. I'm there. Getting going. On my way. More plasma burns. They didn't leave much standing.
Whoever it was, looks like they're long gone.
We'll know more when we get to the source of that signal. Moving out. On the way. On the move. What's a Nightingale doing here? Do we have wounded? Moving out.
Might.
Position. On the way. I'm there.
There's a lot of new vehicles being added for this one, which I normally don't agree with, but they're quite helpful, so... I normally don't agree with making, like, prequels or antiquated, things.
Our recon team scouted out this portal that will take you down to that signal. I've ordered the rest of our forces to stay back and protect your exit while you investigate.
Like, there should be no new vehicles on the human side. It should just be increasingly difficult for the humans as everything around them have evolved. You know, like, it should be like a story thing that we develop new mission or vehicles, because the Nightingales weren't in Halo Wars 1, so why do we suddenly have them now?
Machines attached to them aren't UNSC tech. Keep an eye out for any more of them.
On the move. Spartan, moving out. Henry Lamb Research Outpost. Spirit of Fire, we're outside. Base looks clear from out here. Let's see who's been calling.
Pilot table, 10 o'clock.
Spartans, thank God. We have to get out of here.
Identify.
Isabel, UNSC Logistics, Arc Research Outpost.
Isabel, where are the survivors? What's the strength of the Covenant force here?
Covenant? No. Why would... Listen, you're in incredible danger.
What was that?
It's him.
You're coming with us.
This cutscene is like the marketing material for this game.
5 seconds.
Interesting plan.
Understood. Archer missiles inbound.
Hang on.
Oh, what's happening out there? Where are we going?
We're getting you out of here, Isabel. Sit tight.
Then we're coming back for that fruit.
I tried to warn you. You're lucky to be alive.
Watch out! Over there!
They're using the Ark's portals.
Portals. Why is it always portals?
The controls to the bridge. Alice, now.
On it!
Make it quick. They're closing in.
That's it! Move! I'll cover you!
She's gone.
Don't you believe it, Isabel? We're on board, pilot. Let's go.
We have a medical team standing by for Douglas, Jerome. I want a full report from you and that AI as soon as you get back to the Spirit of Fire.
So that's the Banished. The Banished are a group of Covenant, or a Covenant like fracture that were deemed too dangerous for the Covenant. Atriox is the leader, and he was a Bloodstar, and he was sent on missions, told to die, and he never did. He had the audacity to survive. He was the only one of his jump squads that would come through and come back, or go into hell and come back. And he would do that repeatedly. And one day he rose up.
She'll stay silent down there until she has a good shot at getting back to us.
Sir? Isabel, this is Captain Cutter.
I know who you are. James Cutter. Captain of the Spirit of Fire. You're supposed to be lost with all hands.
Not so lost, it seems. What happened down there? I need to know what we're up against. Isabel? Isabel, report.
Sir, 5 months ago, the portal from the Ark to Earth shut down without warning. A month later, he arrived.
He?
The Brute. Their leader. His name is Atriox. During the war, the Covenant used his clan as expendable muscle. Told them dying in battle would speed their holy journey. 40 at a time, they carelessly sent them in. 40 to break the front lines. 40 to die for beliefs not their own. None never returned. Until he did. And so battle by battle, war by war, 39 brothers at a time, Atriox was born. With every victory, his legend and his hatred of the Covenant grew. Eventually, both were impossible to conceal. And they tried to banish him. and everything we know about the Covenant's 1,000-year history. Atriox was the first to defy the Covenant and survive. And his defiance inspired others. Atriox and his Banished raided Covenant resources, cutting a swath across the galaxy, growing in strength with each attack, gathering killers and mercenaries to his side. The Covenant had two targets in those years: humanity and Atriox. They almost got us. But Atriox, they never came close. The whole damn Covenant couldn't contain him at the height of their power. That's what you're up against. And all you've got is one old ship and half a crew to staff her? We need to run as far and as fast as we can.
We are just one ship. And an old one at that. But here we are. 30 years past what anyone could ask of us. Our war is gone. The lives we had are gone. The worlds we knew have moved on. And now, all that we may have left are those standing beside us. And the duty that defines us. Battle after battle, fighting side by side. Together. Where you see half a crew, Isabel, I see family. Courage. And 1,000 heroes who swore to fight their way through hell before they'd ever turn their backs and run. And where you see one old ship, I see home. And that is always worth fighting for. If we don't stop Atriox now, we leave the galaxy at the mercy of a monster. So no, Isabel. We won't be running anywhere today.
Sir, yes, sir.
Quite a rousing speech, huh?
Captain, I appreciate a good rousing speech as much as the next AI, but Atriox has had months to set up his forces on the Ark. Even if we could find him, attacking him head-on would be suicide.
That's why we have to fight smart by hitting Atriox's chain of command first. Isabel, you know the Banished and their operations here. Where do we start?
Decimus. He's one of Atriox's chief lieutenants and the one who led the attack on my outpost. He oversees a Banished salvage operation near the outpost.
We need to hit the Banished with a surprise attack to put them on their back foot. Then move south and establish an HQ. Once we have a base, we can begin our attack on Decimus.
Captain, Isabel said the portal her outpost was using to contact Earth closed without warning. Once we start this fight, we have no way of calling for help if we need it.
That's what you'll be working on, Professor. I need you to find us a way to get word back home. In the meantime, it's up to us to hold the line here. Let's show them what the Spirit of Fire can do. Listen up, team. The Banished are dug in deep and dead set on controlling this installation. And we cannot allow that to happen. Strike one. Your job is to establish a forward base. Expect resistance.
You heard the captain. Strike one. Hit them hard, Marines. Suit it up.
It's our boy Jerome. Hero infantry. Let's see. What are my controls? All units and local units. Swap that. Oh wait, camera and shortcuts. Menus. Pause menu. Escape. Clear selection or cancel. Cannot reassign. Okay. How strange. Alright, whatever. Let's move on.
On my way. Moving out.
I guess it's as far as we can zoom out. So,
Spirit of Fire actual. We have eyes on the banished camp. Over.
Roger that, Strike One. Take them out.
Fire from ground troops.
Go down to resting fire, squadron.
Be neutralized. I'll consider it a workout.
Knock, knock. Wrecking crew in session.
Camp is clear. Area secure.
Jerome, the enemy has troops garrisoned up ahead. I'm dropping in support to help you clear them out. It's all units.
We commit war crimes here.
Spartan, moving out. Getting going. Making my way. Moving to position. On my way. On the way. Spartan, moving out.
Just gonna go light some people on fire. You know how it is. You know how it is.
Moving to position.
But like, even though this is an RTS game, it's still really detailed. We commit war crimes in this house. Flamethrowers.
That Forerunner tower up ahead is generating an incredible energy signature. If you can secure it, we might be able to tap into that power.
Got it, Professor. Capture that power node, team. I'm there. On my way. On the way. Making my way. On the move.
Looks like the Banished are using those nodes to pull power from the Ark. But now I can reconfigure them to supply our bases on the ground.
Thanks, Professor. I'll keep an eye out for more. Now let's find a way to get across that canyon. On the double! I'm there, sir. Good as there.
All units.
What are these?
Bridge is up. Let's go. Spartan, moving out.
Jerome, the captain is deploying heavy forces across the target area. Keep an eye out for opportunities to coordinate fire.
All units.
Let's go here. Kill some dudes.
I need a little exercise.
Read and understood.
Banished have been collecting supplies.
Collect what you can. We're going to need all the help we can get.
On my way. Spartan, moving out. Make my way.
So the power system is a little bit different. Rather than having reactor level, you actually have to generate power like supply. It's an additional layer of complexity that I personally appreciate.
Infantry ahead. Hellbringers, you're up.
Humans! Stop them or Decimus will have our heads!
See you back at the mess. Won't let you down, sir.
Let's do this.
Let's show them what we can do. You can count on me, sir. 092, moving out. Moving out. They'll wish they were never born.
Move it or lose it. Once you don't jog your tanks too much. On the way, sir.
Strike one. You're closing in on Decimus's salvage operation. So I'm sending in some warthogs to help you scout ahead. All units. Jerome.
Jerome, it looks like some of your troops have taken damage. I've made the Spirit of Fire's restoration drones available, so you can call them in to help.
Could have used that a little bit ago.
092, moving out.
All units.
On the move. I'm receiving fire from enemy ground troops. Moving. Moving out. I'm there. Spartan, moving out. Getting going. On my way.
11.
Read and understood. Let's remind him who we are. I'll cut through them in no time. Double time. Good is there. On the way. Moving to position. Securing. On the move. I'm there. Roger. I'll get there. Make my way. Moving out.
Strike one. Decimus's salvage operation is just up ahead.
They're as good as dead. Enemy building neutralized. I'm there, sir. On the double.
All units.
Spirit incoming. Get ready.
Move some troops into those empty garrisons, Jerome. They'll be better protected against the banished base then.
Breeds under assault from enemy ground forces. Reporting for
Watch out, team. Enemy reinforcements incoming. Frog is ready. Double tour, sir. Out of the box. Over. Spartan, moving out.
Jerome, use your Hellbringers flamethrowers to burn down that base.
There's another dropship on its way. Nothing like a little target practice.
We've taken out an enemy structure.
Good is there. Nice and simple. You got it.
Light them up.
On the double. They'll regret running into me. Spirit of Fire actual. We have destroyed the base. Awaiting new orders.
This is a good location to establish a base of our own. It's the heart of your operation. Once it's constructed, you can call in more structures to build an army.
Captain, I'm picking up a broadcast to local banished channels.
Can you intercept, Isabel?
Routing to you now.
Salvage teams, this is Decimus. Why have you ceased production? Explain yourselves.
Sounds like we got his attention.
We won't have long before he realizes what's happened. Isabel, keep intercepting those transmissions and sending them through. Jerome, get that base up and running.
On the move. Getting going.
So, there's a couple of redesigns visually than the fire bases in the first game. which is kind of weird. You know, it's like if she had time to redesign it, why do we have units that aren't fully upgraded? Obviously, there's some choices made for gameplay reasons, but
Now that the base is constructed, supply pads are online. Build one now.
build a supply pad. Let's put it
Supply
right there.
pads will bring in a steady stream of supplies to help you build your army.
Put another one.
Call in a generator so you can start producing power.
A generator.
You'll need
Build one of
as well
those.
as supplies to build more specialized units.
So you gotta manage
Now that
two
you've got
things now.
Resources coming in. Build a barracks to field advanced infantry squads.
Let's put one
Infantry
right there.
are your front line in battle, and one of your most adaptable units on the field.
Marine infantry squads now available from your main HQ building. Marines are solid, all-purpose combat units, which can capture objectives and gather resources on the field.
You've got a good baseline now, Jerome. Bring in more resources, barracks, or set up some automated turrets to help protect your base as you see fit.
Thanks, Captain. It's about time we did some damage of our own.
Do some of this. Can't upgrade the supply pads yet.
Captain,
Oh, yeah.
I'm detecting a significant energy buildup in orbit above our base.
Plasma bombardment on the way. Take cover, Strike One.
That was a taste of our power, humans. If you want more, I'll be waiting.
Can't turn down an invitation like that. What's the damage?
Nothing our restoration drones can't repair. We were lucky this time. That plasma beam came from the banished carrier ship, the one that attacked my outpost. The rest of Decimus's salvage operation is north of your position and marked on the map. Make him pay.
We'll be happy to deliver, Isabel. Now let's get going.
So we make Marines in the main thing instead of the barracks, and the barracks are just for more advanced units. You can see these little symbols above them tell you what they're good against. So they're good against buildings and infantry, bad against vehicles, and I guess that means neutral against anti-air or against air. Could go either way. Get some Marines going. Can I upgrade my turrets? No.
All units. All units.
So we'll get this walking up here. And when you get points that you can spend on leader powers.
Constructed. Another power node. If we can take it, we'll be starving Decimus of resources.
Not to mention bolstering our own income. Secure as many as you can find.
Isabel, where did all this wreckage come from?
There was a battle here near the end of the war. The Master Chief saved us all.
It's good to know John's still out there.
Sound off, Marines. Need a building.
So these are some of the Marines that are not Marines, Spartans that John grew up with, Master Chief. That's why he just said that. He's like, good to know that he's still out there. It's because they work together.
Moving to position. On the move. On the way.
All units.
On my way. I'm there. Moving to position. I'm under fire from ground troops.
Do not let the humans interfere with our power supply. Get down there and end them.
Sound off, Marine! The enemy is after one of our Spartans! Sir, my troops are ready to go! Get yourself in order, Marines! I ain't giving anyone a piggyback! Let's go! Got eyes on hostiles, Leathernecks!
Local units.
On my way. Let's go!
Let's show them what we can
Can you hijack yet? No.
Nothing like a little target practice.
Local units.
You can count on me, sir.
All units. Local units. Leader power ready.
On my way.
Ready for orders, sir.
Local units.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just give us the order. Stand to, troops. Move out. We got our orders. Let's go.
All units. Local units.
Marine,
Local
move out,
units.
Marine. Freeing up the point.
Local units.
Getting going. Affirmative. Ready for duty. On point. Making my way. Moving out.
Marines ready to serve. Marines reporting.
092. Ready to go. Spartan moving out.
Local units.
If we lose our supplies to the humans, I will see to it that everyone responsible is skinned. Crush them!
All units.
I'm there.
Structure deconstructed. Marines.
There goes the neighborhood.
Moving
Just
out.
give me an order, sir.
Spartan.
Why are you letting them take our power? Wipe them out!
All units.
Gear up, leathernecks.
All units.
Let's do this. Get in and get comfy. Marines reporting for duty.
All units.
We'll just work our way up the hill here.
All units.
Marines.
Atriox should not have let you escape at the human base. He may have thought it enough to toy with you, but I won't be so kind.
Marines ready to go.
Moving. On the run.
Local units. All units.
Let's get this blown up.
I'll try not to enjoy it, sir.
Sound off, Marines.
Making my way. Moving out.
Jerome, your vehicles won't be able to get past that shield. You need to destroy its power supply with your ground troops.
092, moving out. Wiping out hostiles. On the jumper.
Leader power ready.
Almost down, sir. Let's remind them who we are. They won't use.
All units.
Moving to position.
Point us out.
Base constructed.
Hoorah! Need
Getting
something,
going.
Chargrel.
Moving out.
I'm detecting another energy buildup. Take cover!
Everyone, take cover.
Run as you did before. You will burn like all we killed here.
I'm there.
Stand to, troops.
You.
Vehicles over.
Supply pad constructed. All units.
Everybody else, come back this way. We'll deal with this. Can I upgrade my supply pads yet? No.
Hostile is down. Marines under hostile vehicle fire.
Supply pad constructed. Combat station upgrade complete.
more of this. Some more of this.
Generator
Some of this. And this. And this. And this. And we're all good there.
All units.
On my way. Spartan, moving out. On the move. I'm there.
Supply pad constructed.
Is the rest of the game set up like this? What do you mean? Like an RTS? This game isn't a first-person shooter, no. It's a real-time strategy.
Wish they were never born. Nice and simple.
Where'd you want us, sir? Under fire from ground troops!
Turret constructed. All units.
We're under attack from enemy vehicles, over! Enemy spotted.
I'm getting hit by enemy infantry.
All units.
I'm there, sir. I'll cut through them in no time. I'm receiving fire from enemy ground troops.
Turret constructed.
Just show me the hostiles, sir.
Hellbringers reporting.
All units.
I'll get there. Moving. 092, moving out. That's gonna hurt them. I'll get there.
All units.
Spartan, moving out. On my way.
Our base is under attack. We've reduced an enemy structure to rubble. Turret constructed. All units.
Good as there.
All units.
Not exactly a hard target, sir.
We've destroyed an enemy structure.
I'll get what I can. Going. Getting going. Making my way. 10-4. They've got hunters. Hellbringers, take them out before they can destroy our warthogs. I'll try not to enjoy it, sir.
All units.
Hmm. Rip.
Pelican leaving the DZ at the turn. Let's remind them who we are.
All units.
Deployed. Over. I'm there, sir. You got it.
All units.
Taking on the enemy. Won't be a challenge, sir. It's been a long time coming. 092, moving out.
All units.
Good as there.
Let's go. Exiting garrison.
Remember, your Marines are equipped with grenades. Use them to destroy that base.
Understood.
Leaving structure, sir.
Go, sir. Go. Got it, sir.
Squad.
I was just getting comfy.
Structure.
Enemy spotted.
All units.
Regret running into me. Garrisoning. On the double. I'll cut through them in no time. I'll get there. Making my way. They're ours, sir. This won't take long. Read and understood. Moving out. Moving to position. On the run. I'm there, sir. On the move. Easily done.
What time are we at? 3 hours 14. So I'll do one more mission after this one, I think, and then we'll call it a night. I'm just trying to clear up all this before, because I believe if I destroy that, it ends the mission. So trying to get as much score out of this as I can, I guess.
On the way. It'll be a walk in the park. 5x5. On the double. On the run.
Our base is under attack.
It won't be a problem. 092, moving out. Good as there. I'm there, sir. They'll wish they were never born. I'll consider it a workout. Moving out. You got it. Moving. On my way. On the way. Won't be a challenge, sir.
That should be everything.
Walk in the park. Won't let you down, sir.
We've reduced an enemy structure to rubble.
I'm guessing that's Decimus.
He looks bigger than the last time I saw him.
I will hollow out your skulls and let the short ones use them as toys!
We damaged his armor. Don't let up. 09.
Shipmaster! Put an end to these creatures!
Decimus is ordering a bombardment on his own position from the carrier. Fall back. All units.
The Ark is ours, humans! And no one will stand before the might of the banished! Form of the strike on my mark!
All units.
I'm there, sir. Spartan, moving out. Moving out.
All units.
Not exactly a hard target, sir. You can count on me, sir. Good as there.
All units.
Target practice. Moving out. Nice and simple. I'm there, sir. Moving. It's been a long time coming. On the double.
Should be one more order. Yeah.
Keep firing! Incinerate them!
On the move. We have him on the ropes. One last push.
Watch out. You've got incoming.
I am impressed, humans. We'll meet again.
Now he's bombing his own base.
Monster, killing his own as casually as he kills us.
Decimus must be trying to hide something. Search what's left.
We found something, Captain. Uploading now. Isabel, can you decrypt this for us?
Oh, this isn't good. I'm only recovering bits and pieces of data, but it all points to a cartographer.
Cartographer? Who's that?
Not who, what. I'll debrief you when you're back on the ship. This is gonna take a lot of explaining.
So, Remember, this takes the first game took place in 25, like 30.
Today with your actions. I'm proud of
So,
all of you.
predating Halo rings, or at least under humanity's
The intelligence we captured
knowledge.
at Decimus's base indicates the Banished are using something called the Cartographer. What can you tell us, Isabel?
The Cartographer is a map of everything on the Ark. That means Atriox could use it to locate key systems and weapons on this installation.
Isabel and I have been going over the data from Decimus's base, and we found a way into the Cartographer. But it's not going to be easy. The Cartographer's defenses make it almost impenetrable. The only way up to it is by a Forerunner elevator. If you can get access to the local Forerunner control towers, I can take control of the elevator and take us up. It's our only chance of getting inside.
We'll have to take it. We need to hit the Banished again before they find out what we discovered at their base. Get to the Cartographer and find out what Atriox is planning. Be careful. The Banished may still have traffic moving along the route.
Pretty cutscene. Pretty cutscene.
Coming in now, sir. Okay, listen up, team. You've all been chosen for this mission because you've seen plenty of action. We can't send a large force in without alerting Atriox to our presence. So I need the best. Scout the area. The Banished may still have troops moving along routes near the Cartographer.
All units.
Spartan, moving out. On my way.
So we'll do this last mission. We're looking for the map room kinda deal, the Cartographer. We'll do this mission and then we'll end off for today. Pick up again like tomorrow or something.
Sounds like we have another party in the mix. Be careful. The enemy of our enemy is not necessarily our friend.
On the way. Make my way. On the move. Isabel, have you seen anything like this before?
It's a massacre. Anyone that could do this to the Banished isn't someone we want to run into.
Agreed. Whatever happened here,
Thank
we still
you.
have a job to do. Let's keep moving.
Boomer kid.
Moving out. Getting going. On the way.
Isn't that Jaden?
Moving out. I'm there. On the move. Position. Spartan, moving out. Getting going. On my way. Make my way. Moving to position. Getting going. On my way. Moving out. I'm there.
Grab some shit.
Ready for duty. Making a mess of them.
2 messages were deleted. What? Wait, why'd you just ban? What the hell?
Spartan, moving out. Enemy building. Yes, sir. On the run. Make my way.
Junior's in here banning fuckers. Oh, okay.
On the move. Make my way. Spartan, moving out. Contacts. Vanished vehicles. Send in our Cyclops.
All units.
Oh, you're picking on the wrong guy. Wait here. I'll see if I can find a way.
You're gonna get yourself banned by Twitch, bro.
Position. Consider it done. Good as there. 5 by 5. Moving out. On the move. I'm there. On my way. On the way. 092. Ready to go. Roger. Just show me the hostiles, sir. Getting going. Moving out. I'm there. On the way. Make my way.
How you boys doing?
Position. Getting going. Moving out. Spartan, moving out. You got it. On the move. You mind if I take this? Enemy spotted. Roger. I'm under assault from enemy infantry. I'm across. Activating the light bridge now.
Playing custom games on Dota? No? Oh, you're talking about eating the dirt.
I'm there, sir. Double time. Oh, sure. Shield me from a distance.
Oh, rip.
All units.
I'll get there. On the run.
All units. Destroyed an enemy structure.
Moving out. What you got for me, boss? On my way.
All units.
I'm there, sir. Good as there. I'll get there.
How's the custom games going?
Moving.
All units.
Spirit of fire. We found out who's been attacking the banished mining operation here.
Looks like the Ark will only tolerate so much abuse before launching Sentinels to defend itself. This has to be related to the Banished using the cartographer.
All units.
They good? Fun? That's cool. You playing new ones or just old ones?
Drop just ahead. Isabel, update the professor with anything she needs to know about the Forerunner control towers.
You got it. I'll get there. Good as there. On the double. 092, moving out.
We're dropping in a base now. The professor will brief you on your mission while you wait.
The only way to access the cartographer is by way of an elevator the Banished currently have on lockdown. To open it up, I need you to capture 3 Forerunner control towers near the elevator. I'm marking them on your map now.
Cool.
Capturing these towers will get me access to
Have you guys tried the new the Fiesta mode for Halo Infinite?
want us reaching the cartographer, so they'll fight hard to keep control of them.
You're going to need a bigger army to capture those towers, Spartan. But you should also request an air pad so you can start building air units. We already know the Banished have Wraith
Yeah.
in the area.
You can only get like 7 levels a week or something with all the challenges.
Keep in mind that air units are
I don't-
vulnerable to ranged infantry. Make sure you're using the right unit for the right job.
Captain,
The problem that I'm having is like the weapons. Well, I think the weapons are balanced in the sandbox. Once you get to the power weapons, they're not balanced like between each other very well. So it's like you get the rocket or something and it just outclasses everything.
Here they come.
You know. So I've been having trouble with playing it. Like some of the newer weapons, like I'm having trouble using, like the shock rifle. Whenever I get a loadout with a shock rifle or in a cinder shot or something, I'm fucked. It's practically a loss for me. And I have a challenge where I have to win 1 game, and I played like 6 and I couldn't do it.
Our base is under attack. All units. Air pad constructed. All units. Hostiles incoming from the north. Leader power ready. Supply pad constructed. Our base is under attack. All units. Supply pad upgrade complete. It looks like that was the last drop for now, but they'll be back. Remember, you can build Hornets at your air.
So you can upgrade air units in this one. You just get a 10% damage and health boost. So there's a lot more micromanagement in this game, which is kind of nice.
Let's take those towers, troops.
Supply pad upgrade complete. All units.
On the run. Moving out.
Supply pad constructed.
This must be where they're manufacturing their wraiths.
I don't think that's their only facility. I'm detecting several similar structures in the area.
Sabotaging those buildings will slow the enemy's ability to produce wraiths. It could give us the edge we need.
Sound
almost too easy. Double time.
Hornet under fire from enemy ground troops. They never learn, do they?
All units.
Moving out.
Receiving fire from ground.
Professor, we've reached one of the control towers.
Capture and hold it so I can start working on the elevator. Remember, each tower you hold will increase the speed that I can take control.
Turret constructed.
Enemy ground forces.
All units. Supply pad upgrade complete. All units. Garage constructed.
Sound off, Marines!
Supply pad constructed.
You ready, jarheads?
Game of resource management here. Can I upgrade the turrets? No.
We've taken one of the control towers. Let's make sure it stays ours while we take the others.
All units.
092, moving out.
Jerome, Isabel's brought the Spirit of Fire's defense capabilities online.
I'm under attack from ground troops. Over.
All units.
On the run.
Turret constructed.
Under fire from ground troops.
Jerome, I'm starting to make progress in the elevator, but if you capture the other control towers, I'd be able to work faster.
Ground troops.
I wish they were never born. What was it out, sir? You count on me, sir. Moving out.
All units.
Moving. I'll get there. I'm there, sir. Easily done. On the double. Double time. Moving out. Let's remind them who we are.
All units. All units. Firebase constructed.
On the run.
All units.
Taking him down. 092, moving out.
The enemy has captured Control Tower B.
That's job satisfaction.
All units.
Oh, warthogs? Come on. I was hoping to get tanks.
Taken out an enemy structure.
I'm getting hit here.
All units. We reduced an enemy structure to rubble.
That's another foundry out of action.
All units.
The enemy has captured Control Tower C.
All units.
On the double. Good as
Enemy has captured Control Tower C. That's fucked up, bro. Why'd they do that?
Supply pad constructed.
Nothing like a little target practice.
All units.
Alright, I guess we'll go and get B real quick.
Moving.
Under fire from ground troops! Marines ready to serve! Point on, 40%.
Supply pad constructed. Leader point earned. Turret constructed. Turret constructed. All units. All units.
Restoring the point. We'll get this point freed up. I'm getting shelled. Need support.
All units.
Double time. Cyclops, good to go.
Ready when you are, sir. No problemo.
No problemo. Let's motor.
Main base complete.
Let's hustle.
All units.
Zero
All
nine,
units.
Good as there. I want that point ASAP. Look alive, Marines. Marines under fire from hostile.
Our base is under attack.
Hmm.
All units.
They're as good as dead.
We've captured Control Tower B.
All units.
Hostile.
Find me some metal to crush.
Get yourself in order, Marines.
All units.
I'll collect this. What's going on over here?
All units.
I'll cut through them in no time. I'll get there. 092, moving out.
All units. Supply pad upgrade complete.
We're losing Control Tower B to the enemy.
All units.
Moving.
We need more
Leader power ready.
Hornets.
Tango spotted.
We've lost Control Tower B.
All units. Combat station upgrade complete.
Moving out, squad. Take that point, Marines. The enemy is taking out our infantry.
All units. Local units.
Receiving fire from ground troops. Over.
Earn my paycheck. Let's get to work. Ready to make some scrap, boss. Double time. I'll try not to enjoy it, sir.
Alright, I'll get the air upgrade in a second here.
We've captured Control Tower
Oh,
B.
good. This is all set up for me.
Air level 1 researched.
Got eyes on hostiles. Over. I'm under fire from enemy vehicles.
All units.
I've got enemy vehicles on me.
All units.
Hornet ready.
Yes, sir. It won't be a problem. We'll go.
Just destroy all these vehicles, and then I guess we'll head on over to C. You gotta play the little hard point, or domination mode for this mission.
All units.
Keep going. We're halfway there.
Cyclops moving out. On the move.
We've lost Control Tower B.
Hornet here. Hornet under assault. Enemy ground forces.
Leader power ready.
Ready to serve. Hornet moving out.
Local units. Turret constructed.
Moving out. I'll get there.
Long range turret.
Moving. Good as there.
Is this capturing this?
All
No?
units.
Okay.
Lost a vehicle, no survivors. 092, moving out.
Hornet report.
Making up.
All units.
Yes, sir.
We've destroyed an enemy structure. All units.
I'm under attack from ground.
We've taken out an enemy structure.
Yes! That was the last one. That'll put a serious dent in their Wraith production.
Nothing like a little target practice.
Someone want to clean up?
All units.
Open shot, sir. Yes, sir. Double time.
All units.
We'll make some
Turret
dudes.
constructed. All units. Mini base complete.
Sound off, Marines!
What do we want back here? A little lacking in the power department.
Marines are ready to go!
We've captured Control Tower C.
Our base is under attack.
This will be fine.
All units.
From enemy ground forces!
Supply pad upgrade complete.
Vehicle down!
Supply pad constructed. All units. Generator constructed.
Jerome, under fire from ground troops.
Our base is under attack. Local units. Grenade throw. Researched.
Hornet coming through. This might get choppy. Over.
All units.
Moving out. Good as there. On the double. I'll get there. Double time. Contacts. I'm receiving enemy fire.
Supply pad upgrade complete.
Consider it a workout. Target
We're
eliminated.
close to winning the battle.
Power ready.
Styles.
We've reduced an enemy structure.
That's it. I've unlocked the elevator.
Vehicle down.
Okay, good job.
All units.
I'm busy.
All units.
I'm under fire from ground troops. I'm there, sir. Moving out. Oh! They'll wish they were never born. Moving. Good as there. Let's remind them who we
I'm
are.
under fire. Request report. Over.
Got some creeps over here.
All units. Destroyed an enemy structure.
why that hasn't worked every other time I've tried it. That was a lot of units I just lost.
We've destroyed an enemy structure. All units.
Read and understood.
We've taken out an enemy structure.
We got hostiles, team.
All units.
Won't let you down, sir.
We've reduced an enemy structure to rubble.
Decent dance, boss.
All units. All units.
10-4.
I'm gonna go for the optional objective on this.
Reporting for duty.
All units. Good work,
Oh,
team.
all right,
We've
or
got a
not.
clear route to the cartographer now, and you heard the banished raid production at the same time.
Feels good to have another win, sir.
The fucking Hornet flew over the middle.
Let's wait until we find out what Atriox has been planning at the cartographer. Another victory, team. Congratulations.
All right. Well, we will have to continue this the next time. Perhaps tomorrow or such. But that was the beginning of Halo Wars 2 and the ending of Halo 5. So we have we finished Chief Story up till Infinite. There's not much left. The only other thing is Shadows of Reach, and I talked about that earlier. How the extra brain clone things might be used to create new Cortanas to fight evil Cortana. It's unclear, and I'm sure we'll find out in Infinite when that comes out. So we've finished Chief Story pretty much. We're working on the Spirit of Fire here again. So we started and we're ending with Halo Wars, until Infinite comes out, obviously. But this is the establishment of the Banished, who is going to be the main foe for Infinite. So we're playing through this to get a kind of a backbone and understanding. And you can see the awakening, the nightmare thing there. It's a bit obvious that it's the grand return of the Flood, which we might hopefully see in Infinite. And I'll be playing through that as we get through. But, you go through the campaign. We just finished. We just did this mission right here, the third one. So there's a little bit of a ways to go until we get to the last mission. And then there's a DLC where it's 2 missions, and then Awakening the Nightmares 5. And so I'll be doing that. But that's the ending of the game. You actually play as the Banished in that one. And as far as we know, well, not really as far as we know, in the end of this game ends in kind of a stalemate. One side does get victory, but it's not an assured victory. And there's a bunch of like nuances to the combat there, but generally it's not a grand finale. We'll get into potentially even a Halo Wars 3, but that's why this game is important, because it doesn't actually finish the conflict, so it might actually get finished in Infinite, which is why I considered this game to be important to play. And so we'll see what happens in the end there. But with that said, I'm going to head off for tonight. So thank you for watching. Thank you for coming in. I hope to see you soon, and have a great night.